The world watched in horror as a massive 7.7 magnitude earthquake tore through central Myanmar on March 28, 2025. The quake, striking with brutal force, instantly turned the lives of millions upside down. News outlets around the globe scrambled to report on the unfolding disaster, the Earth's tremors a stark reminder of the raw power nature holds. The quake's epicenter, located in a densely populated region, amplified the potential for widespread devastation. Reports of collapsed buildings and damaged infrastructure began pouring in, painting a grim picture of the situation on the ground. As the dust settled, the true extent of the disaster began to emerge, revealing a long and arduous road to recovery ahead for the people of Myanmar. The immediate aftermath of the earthquake in Myanmar was nothing short of catastrophic. Entire villages were reduced to rubble, with homes, schools, and hospitals crumbling under the sheer force of the tremors. The air was thick with dust and the sound of sirens, as rescue workers desperately searched for survivors trapped beneath the debris. Communication lines were severely disrupted, making it challenging to assess the full scope of the damage and coordinate relief efforts. Hospitals, overwhelmed with the injured, struggled to cope with the influx of patients. The earthquake left a nation reeling, its people facing the daunting task of rebuilding their lives from the ground up. The impact of the earthquake extended far beyond the borders of Myanmar, sending shockwaves of fear and uncertainty throughout the region. In neighboring Thailand, people felt the ground sway beneath their feet as tremors rippled across the country. The bustling streets of Bangkok momentarily came to a standstill, as residents and tourists alike poured out of buildings, seeking safety in open spaces. Meanwhile, in nearby Chinese provinces, the earthquake triggered landslides and caused structural damage to buildings. The tremors served as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of the region and the shared vulnerability to seismic activity. As news of the earthquake spread, neighboring countries and international organizations mobilized resources to provide aid and support to those affected. Tragically, the earthquake's impact reached beyond tremors in Thailand. In a horrifying turn of events, a building in Bangkok weakened by the seismic activity collapsed, trapping people inside. The collapse sparked panic and chaos as bystanders rushed to help those trapped beneath the wreckage. Rescue workers, racing against time, carefully navigated the unstable debris, their efforts hampered by the building's precarious state. Sadly, the collapse resulted in one confirmed fatality and left 50 people injured, some critically. The tragedy served as a grim reminder of the earthquake's far-reaching consequences, extending even hundreds of miles from the epicenter.